basketball on the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WDAK. Cougar basketball is sponsored by Burger King, Pepsi, CBNT, Mediacom, Waffle House, and the Wingate Hotel in Bradley Park. And now to courtside with the voice of the Cougars, Scott Miller on News Radio 540 WDAK.
Tonight, first place in the Peach Belt West is on the line as Clayton State comes into the Lumpkin Center. Hi again, everyone. Scott Miller along with former Cougar great Mike Sanda at Herbert Green Court inside the Lumpkin Center. Clayton State comes in with a 10-2 record, 16-3 overall. CSU 9-3, 15-4 overall. First time we played these guys this year, and Mike, quite a night in store here with this.
Well, quite a night, and what set up tonight was the performance on Saturday. At Georgia Southwestern, I thought the last three quarters by the ladies were phenomenal, and they seem to have found something, and it sets up tonight's first place battle. I'm looking very much forward to it. Our guards are going to have to play very well. Clayton State forces 24 turnovers a game. They press from the tip to the final buzzer, so our guards are going to have to be ready.
Matt Golden, our studio producer, will be back to talk with Coach Jonathan Norton. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Consider the cup holder. There's probably one feeling empty next to you right now. No Pepsi, no hope. Just look at it, won't you? All across the country, cup holders are being neglected. Instead of Pepsi, they're being filled with loose change or crumpled up receipts. But you can help. Get a Pepsi and refresh a cup holder's life. Our thirsts are counting on it. In fact, I'm having one right now. That is refreshing. Pepsi, refresh yourself. Refill your cup holder.
The Cougar Club is an annual giving program for CSU athletics and has been the driving force behind our success. The Cougar Club provides talented student athletes the opportunity to receive a quality education from Columbus State while adding to the university's tradition of excellence. Our dependence on private support through the Cougar Club is truly the critical margin of excellence in our athletics program. For more information on how you can join the Cougar Club, call 706-568-2204 or go to csucougars.com.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540 WDAK.
Scott Miller back at Herbert Green Court at the Lumpkin Center as the Lady Cougars get set to take on the Clayton State Lakers in a big Peach Belt West showdown. Clayton State with a one-game lead coming into tonight, and Coach Jonathan Norton joins us on the pregame show, and if you can't get excited about this one, you better check your pulse, huh?
Absolutely. As we've told our girls last 2 days in practice, this is what it's all about. It should be fun, exciting. You should have no problem creating a little energy and excitement and enthusiasm for this game, and if you do, then you probably need to be doing something else, playing intramurals or sitting in the stands spectating.
Well, first of all, let's get, before we get into the to the meat of tonight's scouting report, let's talk about our health and injury situation going into tonight.
Well, our biggest concern right now is Gabby Williams tweaked her knee yesterday in practice, did not finish practice. Tight, it came down after shooting a layup in traffic, got knocked down, and just accidentally fell back into Gabby's leg as she was standing there. We're getting ready to rebound, but was, on the floor. For those that don't know, Gabby has had surgeries on both knees, reconstructive surgery, so obviously it gave us a scare. Josh does not think there's anything torn, but Gabby will start tonight. She's in a brace, and we're going to see how she looks. I told her if you're hobbling around out there, obviously in this game specifically, she's our best on-ball defender, and they got some really good quickness on the perimeter. And I said, if you can't keep them in front of you, then we're not even going to keep you out there and let you hobble through it. We got to get you healthy for the end of the season. So that's our concern. We're going to closely watch Gabby. Erin Cochran got hit in the eye yesterday, and they checked her for a scratched eye, but I think she's okay. She'll have her contacts in. She seemed fine at shoot-around this morning. And other than that, knock on wood, I think we're pretty healthy and ready to go.
All right, Clayton State, it's like wave after wave coming at you.
Yeah, they're just tremendous athleticism, speed, and quickness, and they're going to run and jump, and they're really good at. They're going to do it in the back court, 94 feet from the basket. Then they're going to change it up for a few possessions and go sit. They'll trap you at 75 feet, and then they'll sometimes back up, and you'll think, well, we're going to get across half court and run our offense, and they'll run and jump you into half court just on a whim. And so as we tell our players, you got to be smart, you got to be tough with the basketball. We got to keep the floor spaced, and a lot of times you're going to have to go make a play. You're not going to always just be able to run a play that we call because they're going to try to blow it up. So we've got to be aware of that. Stay in attack mode, get to the basket. We can get to the free throw line. And then when you change sides of the ball, Scott, they're just so athletic. They drive it to the rim, and they go to the board so hard. So we got to be able to contain drives and keep them off the boards when we're on the defensive end.
It's when you have a contest like this with a team like this, it's imperative more than any time that you stay within yourself.
Yes.
You do what you've been doing all year long.
Absolutely. You got to stay confident in what we do will work. Defensive principles, we stay true to those. Offensively, don't panic. Make sure we make the extra pass, which is something we preach and drill every day in practice. It's not just the first pass out of a trap that's going to be open. It's the next pass that's going to lead to a wide open shot. And so, we got to make sure, as John Wooden used to say, we got to play fast but not in a hurry. And so that's big, is we got to be under control, poised. We can still play at a fast pace. We still want to attack and move the ball, but we can't get in a hurry and hurry up and throw it away.
Games like this and situations like this, it's a very fine line, isn't it, for you as a coach? This is a huge game. There's no question. We're a game back with 7 games to go. It's a West game, but it's still just a game.
Yeah.
And you have to, there's a fine line of being a little too jacked up, isn't there?
Absolutely. And we talked about that as well, Scott, that it's a big game. We're playing for a lot at home. We want to protect our house and keep that winning streak alive. We want to get into a first-place tie to give ourselves a chance to win the regular season and host that tournament. All those things are a factor, but more importantly, it's a basketball game that you are privileged to play in front of your home crowd. Enjoy it and understand the first 5 minutes we're not going to win or lose a game. It's got to be a 4-quarter battle, and we got to stay the course.
Should be fun. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Thank you,
See you
Scott.
after the game. That's Coach Jonathan Norton. We'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play story. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Columbus State University, committed to excellence in the classroom and on the court. Burger King is proud to support Columbus State University. Over the years, the men's and women's teams have built a tradition of hometown success. This success is founded on a dedication to the highest standards of preparation, practice, and performance. You see it on the court, and you see it in the classroom. Columbus State University, a standard of excellence Burger King is proud to support.
Looking for relaxing and comfortable overnight accommodations in Columbus? Call the Wingate Hotel. You'll find newly remodeled rooms, complete with HD 46-inch televisions and a secure high-speed wireless and wired internet connection. Near Bradley Park in North Columbus, the Wingate Hotel is convenient for shopping, dining, and entertainment. After your busy day, you can relax in their spa or saltwater pool. The Wingate Hotel also offers complimentary shuttle transportation to most local destinations. The Wingate Hotel, 1711 Rollins Way in Bradley Park. Call today, 706-225-1000.
A regional university earning lots of national attention, Columbus State University now attracts students from every county in Georgia. And with more than $60 million worth of campus upgrades, record enrollment, phenomenal community support, and unprecedented opportunities for students, it's easy to see why. At Columbus State, it's about you, your future, your creativity, your success. See why more and more students are making Columbus State University their first choice.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CD&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. No credit check required. Let CD&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540 WDAK.
Scott Miller, Mike Sanda back at Herbert Green Court. The Lakers all in blue, trimmed in orange and white. Lady Cougars in white, trimmed in red and blue. They'll go to the basket to your right as you look at the radio, the computer screen, your smartphone, iHeartRadio. Follow the Cougars wherever you go on iHeartRadio. Mike, your reaction and what kind of effect it might be to learn of the knee problem of Gabby Williams tonight?
Well, it worries me because she's one of our primary ball handlers. She's very strong, very tough, and that's what the way you have to play against this team. So I'm a little bit worried about it. Hopefully it will not affect her too much, and we should know pretty early.
First meeting between these two, and the next one will be the final regular season game at Clayton State. It would be nice to have something decided before then. Huh?
Well, it really would, and we've gotten some help from a few other teams that have beaten Clayton, so we need to keep our home winning streak going and finally catch them in the standings.
That's right, 26 wins in a row. A win tonight would set a new conference record. We own the current record. And the tap is controlled by CSU, and we're underway. There's Gabby Williams with the ball right off the bat. She drives into the paint. Her shot is blocked. She gets it back. She's down low, kicks it out to Michelle Mitchell for three. No. Rebound, Clayton State. Here come the Lakers in a hurry into the front court, flying down the right side of the lane, and they miss a layup, but they get the rebound. Benford missed the shot. So they got a rebound, and they kicked it back up top. Behind the arc on the left side. Pass down on the low block off the glass. Good. Moore.
Well, they look to attack in both phases, and you can see that here early. Very aggressive on the offensive end.
And full court pressure on the defensive end. We get it into the front court to Michelle Mitchell. Michelle has it stripped away from her as she went into the paint. Here comes Jones flying back. Layup. Good. And that was Tweety Hawkins. And they have been a blur of blue to start the game. We get the ball into AJ. She's on the line. She gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell long pass to Gabby Williams in the paint. Back to Mitch. Shot is up off the glass. Good.
Well, and that's one area where I think we can have an advantage. We get Michelle out in the open court in space, and they will have major problems with her.
All right, at the head of the key, she'll take a three and airball it out of bounds. Moore did.
It's one thing to play fast, another thing to play out of control, and a very poor shot that time by Clayton State. We'll take it.
So an air ball out of bounds.
And they have three players in our backcourt area here.
We get the ball in to Ashley Johnson, back to Ashley Azuzu. Azuzu's going to run it into the front court herself. They triple team her. She gets it off to Gabby Williams. She drives, gets it to AJ, who fumbled it away out of bounds.
Well, and Johnny mentioned, you need to play quick but not hurry, and so far we have hurried, and their pressure is giving us problems here early.
Head of the key is Ben, and a whistle and an offensive foul on Clayton State.
Yeah, Ashley Johnson doing a nice job there, moving her feet. A lot of times you see that call to block. The other player leaned into Ashley, and we picked up the call.
Andrea Benford with the foul. She goes out of the game. And checking in is Upshaw. Ashley Azuzu gets it in off of the hands of a Clayton State defender and out of bounds.
And is that going to be Clayton State ball?
And they're going to put it on the baseline, and yeah, they're going to give it to Clayton State.
Looked like it went right through Ashley's legs that time.
So their pressure paid off. Baseline to the right of the basket, looking to get it in, and they do, down in the right corner for three. Good. Tweety Hawkins.
And Clayton becomes a different basketball team if they're making those kind of shots.
We get the ball in. They get a hand on it. We get it back. Michelle Mitchell into the front court, flying to the baseline. They get back and cut it off. Mitchell, a blocking foul in the paint on the floor on the Clayton State.
And the way Clayton plays, you're glad to see that whistle right there. A lot of contact, and A lot of times when you play a team like Clayton, a lot of it comes down to how the game is officiated. If they're going to let them reach and grab all night, it's going to be a long night, but a good whistle that time.
Foul was on Jones Barrett. All right, we get it in to Michelle. Free throw line down the side of the lane. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Lakers. Kayla Price into the front court. Down the right side of the lane. We knock it away. They get it back and put it up and in. I think that was Covington down there. And it is 9-2. Back the other way. Shot off the glass by Mitchell in the paint. No good. Lakers get a rebound, fighting each other for it, and a traveling violation.
And a good call by the official. As you can see here early, Scout, Michelle is going to get a lot of shot attempts tonight.
Brittany Tatum on the baseline to the left of the basket. Brittany getting it into Michelle. She'll take the jumper in the key, miss it. Azuzu with the rebound. She missed the putback, and Ashley Johnson knocked the rebound out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break there. Really nice job by Ashley to go get the ball. We looked a little tight here early, and I tell you, Scott, Clayton, they are going 100 miles an hour so far.
They're 4 of 6 from the floor. CSU just 1 of 7. Lakers with a 9-2 lead. Inside of the arc on the left side, up top at the head of the key is Walker. They pass it down on the block. They kick it out on the wing. We almost came away with it, but they maintain the possession. That's Covington with 7 seconds on the shot clock. On the wing, driving in, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Ashley Azuzu. She gets it to Brittany Tatum. Tatum into the front court, picks up the dribble, throws a bad pass. It's intercepted. A 2-on-1, and Brittany Tatum got a hand on it, but they get it back and put it up and in, and Columbus State is going to have to get a timeout. Upshaw with the bucket. The Lakers run out to an 11-2 lead, and this timeout will turn into the media timeout. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540. It's been a Laker blitzkrieg here early. They lead at 11-2.
Well, it really has. The most important thing on the stat sheet so far is 4 turnovers, and Clayton State is flying around, and CSU is having all kinds of problems. Number 1, getting the ball up court, and number 2, we are 1 of 7 from the field, so an ugly start. Something needs to change, and it needs to change quickly.
So Coach Norton with the timeout at the 6:37 mark. We get the ball into Aaron Cochran, who's checked into the game, to Ashley Azuzu. Into the front court, down the middle of the lane, all the way. She dishes it off to A.J., back to Mitchell. Cochran up top for 3. No good, short. Rebound, Lakers. Here comes Clayton State into the front court in a hurry. They kick it over on the right wing to Price. Covington for 3. Short. Rebounding foul on the Lakers. Moore over the back.
Well, Clayton State extremely aggressive, and that time Ashley Azuzu was able to get good position and draw the foul.
And Azuzu will be on the baseline again. Full court pressure from the Lakers, and they're rotating players in and out often, Mike, as Udofia comes back in.
Well, and if you're going to play this way, you're probably going to play 10 or 11 people just to have to keep up this pace.
We get it in. Ashley Azuzu gets it to Gabby Williams, gives it up to A.J. on the break off the glass. Good.
Well, that's our best possession so far. If they're going to do this, you have to make them pay, and we did just that time.
11-4, Clayton State, 5:59 left in the first quarter. Up top on the right side is Price, and she traveled with the ball.
Good defense that time by Aaron Cochran. She faced up her opponent that time and forced the travel.
And again, full court pressure. We got the ball on the side in front of our bench. Zuzu gets it into Cochran. Price is on her. No trapping, just a man-to-man into the front court. Now they double her. She picks the ball up, gets it to Mitchell way out on the wing in front of us. Back to Cochran, puts it on the floor. Drives to the free throw line. Pull up, jumper good.
Well, really nice job that time, Michelle, throwing out of the trap. You're going to get some open looks, and Aaron buried that one.
11-6 Clayton State. 5:29 left in the first quarter. At the head of the key is Tweety Hawkins. She gets it down low. The shot is up, no good. Fighting for it. Udofia got her own rebound, kicks it back to Price. Price had the ball knocked away, and it's out of bounds in front of us. Off of Price. Belongs to CSU. Good job by Erin Cochran.
Well, another good job by Erin Cochran. And since she's come off the bench, good things have happened. She's made a jumper. She's played good defense. And if we get a bucket here, we can get the lead back to 3, maybe 2.
All right, Aaron at the point, into the front court. Zuzu. Gabby Williams, left corner, puts it on the floor, drives. They cut it off. Mitchell on the arc on the left side. Will back it out of there now. And she'll dribble up between the circles. She takes a peek at the shot clock. Shows 12. Mitchell near the jump circle. Head of the key. Mitchell into the lane. Kicks it on the wing. Gabby for 3. Yes!
And we haven't seen a lot of that out of Gabby this year, but a big-time three-point shot. Big make from Gabby.
We're within 2. We've scored 7 in a row. 4:37 on the clock here in the first quarter. Bounce pass in the paint, knocked away. It's picked up by the Lakers' Denard. Well, we have withstood the first punch of the game.
Well, good time out by Johnny.
Driving into the paint, and we don't stop the ball, but she misses the layup, and the rebound goes to Ashley Johnson. We had 3 players on the floor. Everybody gets up a little slowly, but okay, into the front court. Cochran, Ashley Zuzu is flexing her left knee. Mitchell to a Zuzu. Jumper in the key. No. Rebound Lakers. Covington got it. Here they come again. Long pass down off the glass. No, but she's fouled, and Udofia will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, they don't do anything half speed, and they beat us back that time, and Erin Cochran with a little push under the basket.
And any folk Udofia will go to the line to shoot some free throws.
Well, a nice job by Erin Cochran off the bench. She came in and provided a bit of a spark and really kind of got us back in this game.
And Tatiana Wayne checks in. Erin is going behind the bench. I think she's just getting maybe a drink of water. Appears to be okay.
Well, if I was out there, I know I'd need a drink of water.
Someone who's not okay at the moment is Michelle Mitchell. Has a cut over her left eye, and Josh, she's on the sideline, and Josh is putting a bandage on that right now. And I guess that's the reason for the delay. She's going to have to go into the training room.
And you know, what else can happen? I mean, it's just unbelievable. Gabby's banged up. Michelle gets a cut over her eye. You mentioned Ashley Zuzu. Looked like she hit her knee. And as we mentioned on Saturday, Josh has been one busy guy this year. And I didn't see it happen. I did not.
I did not either. I saw Cochran go behind the bench, and I was concerned that she might go to Josh, but she was just getting a drink of water. It was Michelle. And I don't know why we had the long delay there.
Well, yeah, there was a blood situation there, and I guess that's what the delay was for.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure it was up. All right, Udofia shooting the free throw. The first one is no good. That is Shaw, beg your pardon, Shaw. 34, not 24. And the second one is good. And it's 12-9. That breaks our streak of 7 in a row. And Zuzu trapped in the backcourt. We get it into the front court. Got the numbers 3-on-1. Gabby Williams off the glass. Good.
Well, you just have to look ahead. And once you beat that first wave of pressure, you're going to get easy shots.
Delay of game warning on CSU. Somebody knocked the ball away after we scored the basket. 12-11 Clayton State.
Look doing a little bit better job against their pressure in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
All right, Denard into the front court. Denard at the head of the key. Gabby Williams stole the ball. She's ahead of the field, and she will lay it up and in.
Well, she looks pretty good so far, Scott, and that is her 42nd steal of the year. She has more steals than any of the Clayton State players.
After trailing 11-2, CSU now leads it 13-12. And Brittany Tatum knocked the ball away. On the floor loose, and Gabby Williams comes up hurting. She's holding her side and not her knee. What in the world is going on with our bad luck with the injuries?
Well, the ball hit the floor there, and she took a shot right on the right side of her chest. It looked like she ran right into the knee of a Clayton State player.
And our trainer, Josh Remy, is still in the training room trying to stop the bleeding on the cut over Michelle Mitchell's eye. So Julio Llanos, head of athletic training, is called in the duty. He's out on the floor taking a look at her.
Well, it's just been one thing after another. And now Julio's out there, and we were worried about Gabby's knee, and now all of a sudden she has an injury to the right side of her chest. So let's hope she's okay. Maybe she got the wind knocked out of her.
And she's off, as you said, to a great start with 7 points.
Yeah, playing very, very well. And in a game like this, I think she's very important because she is so tough, strong with the basketball, and endless energy. She gives energy at all times, and I think she's an important part for CSU in a game like this.
And she's up and walked off under her own power, sitting on the bench, and Julio Llanos checking her rib cage, her right rib cage area right under her arm.
Yeah, she took a hard hit.
All right, here's Ashley Azuzu. It's not for the faint of heart here in this game. We get it in. Johnson back to Azuzu, to Wayne Tot inside of the arc on the right side. Brittany Tatum. Brittany Tatum up high on the right side with 2:58 left in the first quarter. Head of the key, Azuzu. Azuzu to the free throw line. Brittany Tatum, a wide open three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Lakers. It went down and came out. They throw a long pass into the front court. Johnson gets it on the wing. Hawkins up top. Price for three, good.
Ouch. In and out on one end, and they make the three on the other, and they'll take a 2-point lead.
And they steal the inbounds pass, and Price lays it up and in. 17-13. Azuzu runs the baseline. Needing help. Gets it into Ashley Johnson. Back to Azuzu. Azuzu runs it into the front court and kicks it away into the hands of the Lakers. Here they come. 3-on-1. Price jumper blocked by Tatiana Wayne into the hands of Brittany Tatum. Tatum into the front court. There's Bria Walker, a pull-up three. Yes!
And what a sequence of events. Clayton had a 4-on-1 and blew it, and we get a three on the other end. Big shot from Bria.
17-16 Lakers. Behind the arc on the left side is Tweety Hawkins. Boy, a couple of heavyweights going at it here in the first quarter at Herbert Green Court. Head of the key. They put it on the floor, spinning down into the paint, and Ashley Johnson took the ball away from her.
That's really good defense by Ashley. Great job moving her feet.
Took it away from Udofia. Tatiana Wayne's pass is knocked away and stolen. Wide open layup. They blew the layup, and Wayne gets it. Johnson blew the layup. Outlet pass, Bria Walker in a hurry. Bria gets it to Brittany Tatum on the low block. Gets it on the weak side. Shot is up, no good, but she drew the foul and will go to the line to shoot two with 1:14. You cannot even catch your breath in this game.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm glad somebody was fouled there so both of us could kind of take a quick breath. It is end-to-end action here. And as you mentioned, a heavyweight fight going on in a 1-point game here. Very impressive. CSU came out. We got down 9 early. Johnny with a timeout, and we're right back in this thing.
Shaw committed the foul. AJ at the line shooting 2. The first one is good. Well, if you're in the neighborhood, maybe on your way home, haven't had plans for the night, come on by. The rest of this one, if it's like the start, it will be a doozy. 17-17. And I'm looking over at our bench, and Michelle Mitchell has not returned from the training room. The free throw missed it, but she followed it and got it back. Shot is up, blocked. She got that one back. Bria Walker up top for 3. Not this time. Long rebound goes to Clayton State. They run it into the front court. Off the glass, good all the way. Johnson coast to coast.
That's a pretty impressive move right there. A little double clutch and able to finish at the rim.
19-17 Lakers. Brittany Tatum into the front court. They double her. Throw it over to Aaron Cochran. Up top for three. Yes! Cochran with the three-pointer.
Well, give Brittany Tatum credit there. She was being double-teamed. Threw out of it. There will be open shots. You just have to make them.
CSU leads 20-19. Covington, they reach in. Ashley Johnson ties her up. The arrow belongs to the Lakers. With 32.4 seconds left in the quarter, AJ's going to come out to get an extended rest, build around the corner, and Alexis Woods checks in for her.
Well, good quarter for Ashley here. No fouls in the first quarter. 3 points. She's played really well.
Johnson will get it in up top to Price. 31 left in the quarter. 18 on the shot clock now. Tweety Hawkins for three. Off the glass, no. She followed her shot and laid it up and in. Well, that can't happen.
Yep, missed block out by Bria that time. You must block out the shooter.
21-20 Lakers, 15 seconds left in a tremendous first quarter. Brittany Tatum head of the key, Aaron Morrill. Aaron Morrill around to Aaron Cochran, right wing, reverses it. Bria Walker, an open three, no good. Rebound Lakers, and that's the end of the first quarter with Clayton State leading it in a tremendous ball game, 21-20. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540. Second off, if you're between the white lines tonight out there, brother. I mean, it is full speed all the time. And can this pace continue for the entire game? That will be one of the things to keep an eye on. CSU with the ball first. Aaron Morrill has just checked into the game. She's at the head of the key. There's Alexis Woods up top. Aaron Cochran between the circles. Gets it to Brittany Tatum. She fumbled it away and then committed a foul as Price was moving up the floor with it.
Well, we were running a little flex action there and just a bit careless with the pass. And as you mentioned, you just can't take one play off. Just the slightest mistake and Clayton will jump all over it.
Michelle Mitchell left the game in the first quarter with a cut over her left eye. She has not returned from the training room. Price down the right side of the lane, put it off the glass too hard. They get a backside rebound and kick it out to Johnson on the wing on the left side. Up top is Jones Barrett. She dribbles behind the wing on the right side. Good pass down low, shot off the glass, no good. And a rebounding foul on CSU on the floor.
And they're going to get Alexis Woods there. And one of the guards for Clayton, Tiara Johnson, got in there. And it shows you their guards will go to the glass just like their post players do and able to pick up the foul.
On the baseline, getting it in to Jones Barrett. Jones Barrett at the head of the key. She spins. We double her, picks it up, throws off balance to Price. She puts it on the floor and gets it to Benford. Benford dribbles out. Jones Barrett threw the ball right into the hands of Aaron Cochran. Aaron in the backcourt. She picks up the dribble, gets it to Aaron Morrill, to Gabby Williams, to Alexis Woods, who was all alone underneath, and she fumbled it away.
And you have to make that play. 2 good passes, and Alexis just, as you said, fumbled it away. Fumbled away an easy layup.
So the Lakers with the ball into the front court. Johnson at the head of the key. Johnson fumbled it, picked it up, needs some help. We've got him trapped on the sideline. Jones-Barrett, though, gets it back up top to Johnson. Johnson dribbles through everybody and then misses the layup. Benford gets the rebound and misses it. Johnson gets the rebound and puts it in.
Well, they missed 2 layups, and you just cannot give them 3 opportunities, and they finally cashed in the third one.
23-20, Clayton State. 8:09 left in the first half. Aaron Cochran gets it to Brittany Tatum. Tatum up top on the left side. Alexis Woods at the head of the key. Alexis gets it to Aaron Morrill on the left arc. Aaron gets it to Aaron Cochran. 5 on the shot clock. Right elbow extended. Jumper, no good. Rebound goes to the Lakers. Price into the front court. Price turns on the Jets. Takes it to the baseline. Off the glass, good.
Well, a pretty impressive shot there. Possibly a charge, but the ref said no.
25-20. Lakers. Gabby Williams drives to the baseline. They cut it off. She kicks it back to Alexis Woods in the wing. She throws a bad pass that Aaron Cochran is able to save way on the weak side from going out of bounds. And Aaron will drive all the way and lay it up and in. And she's fouled. Count the bucket.
Well, let's hear it, Scott. What parted there?
The Red Sea.
The Red Sea parted there, and Aaron took advantage of it. I tell you, Scott, this is the best we've seen her play all year. She has been very, very impressive here early. 7 points now for Aaron.
Foul was on Benford. That's her second. Aaron goes to the free throw line. First of all, she saved the possession as the terrible pass was going out of bounds. She ran it down.
Yeah, she has played a really good first half on both ends.
And Cochran to the free throw line. Up and good.
And still no Michelle Mitchell on the bench.
25-23, Clayton State. 7:11 left in the first half. Man-to-man defense. And Gabby Williams stole the ball. Gabby's got one person to beat, drives in, puts a shot up and scores.
And what a great play. Great steal, and then that strength down on the other end, she was able to finish the play.
25-25, 6:52 left in the first half. Bounce pass wide open down on the low block as she cut to the basket. Jones-Barrett good.
Yeah, a little backdoor play there, and they got Gabby that time and used Gabby's aggressiveness against her that time.
27-25 Lakers. Brittany Tatum to Ashley Azuzu near the jump circle. Aaron Cochran behind the arc on the right side. Ashley Johnson up top, gives it to Azuzu mid-post. Now drives baseline, picks up the dribble, needs some help, and she's going to end up traveling with the ball.
Yep, Scott, you mentioned it. She needed help, and she didn't get any, and she drug her pivot foot there. A clear travel that time on Ashley.
Yeah, she was in trouble. Somebody's got to go help her at that point.
Well, and a lot of times the players that are trying to go help Clayton is so darn quick and fast, they just close up all the passing lanes.
Relentless pressure from the opening tip from the Lakers. They're ranked 24th in the country. Jones-Barrett between the circles. Tweety Hawkins driving, and it's blocked by Azuzu on the baseline. Great block by Ashley to Brittany Tatum. She's got Gabby wide open. She takes a long two, good.
I mean, Gabby is just dialed in. I mean, she hadn't shot hardly any threes all year, and she has 2 makes tonight. Playing a heck of a game.
27-27. She had a foot right on the arc on that one, unfortunately. A jumper by Jones-Barrett is no good, and the rebound goes to Ashley Azuzu. She actually looked down and saw it. I wish she would have backed up, but she's in a groove. All right, the ball is taken away from Aaron Cochran and stolen, and they'll have a layup and a run out, and they'll lay it in.
And those are the kinds of things you have to avoid.
And they just steal the inbounds pass and lay it up and in. That is Moore with the steal and the layup. 31-27 Lakers. We get it in to Gabby Williams. Gabby into the front court. Ashley Azuzu, wide open lane to the basket, and a shot is no good, but a whistle and a blocking foul on the Laker defender who tried to get there in time but could not do it. And that'll get us to a media timeout. Everybody take a deep breath. 4:57 left in the first half. Clayton State 31, CSU 27. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540. Michelle Mitchell went out in the first quarter with a cut over her left eye.
Well, it is. It's disturbing, and you certainly hope she can come back into this basketball game. I look at the stat sheet. The biggest thing I see there, Michelle Mitchell, and you look, she's played 6 minutes in this game. And with what's at stake in this game, you want your All-American out there. But I'll tell you what, I have to give the other ladies credit. They've stepped up. Gabby Williams, how about this? 5 of 6 in this basketball game, playing a heck of a game.
And here comes Michelle Mitchell out of the training room. She's got a big bandage over her left eye, and she's nodding her head yes at Coach Norton about something. And we'll see when they get her back in. The free throw by Azuzu is good. Her first point, 31-28. And the second one is no good, and Clayton State gets the rebound. They're going to run it into the front court. Jones-Barrett between the circles. Jones-Barrett gets it behind the arc on the right side to Tweety Hawkins. Up top, they get it back on the left wing, reverse it back, left elbow extended, bad shot, no good. Rebound goes to Brittany Tatum, flying back the other way, drives to the baseline, and drew the foul.
Just the third foul on Clayton here in this quarter.
Alexis Hines picks up her first foul.
And surprisingly, it's got only their 6th foul in the half. As aggressive as they are, they have managed to stay out of foul trouble.
Brittany Tatum looking to get it in, and she does to A.J. Ashley Johnson, gives it to Tatiana Wayne. Erin Morrow on the left wing. Brittany Tatum up top on the left side. Brittany, 20 on the shot clock, 4:19 left in the second quarter. Brittany down the right side of the lane, off the glass, no. Tried to draw the foul, no call. Rebound Clayton State. Mitchell goes to the scorer's table. Tweety Hawkins takes a 2, no good. Rebound goes to Tatiana Wayne. She flies up the floor. The freshman slows it down now, gets it to Brittany Tatum, who drives in from the wing. Layup, put it up short. And the rebound is Ashley Johnson outside of the lane to Erin Morrow. Bria Walker fakes a 3, takes a 2, and makes it.
You don't see that very often. Fake the 3 and make the 2. It's a beautiful move by Bria Walker.
Lady Cougars back to within 1. Head of the key, Tweety Hawkins. Hawkins hands it off to Hines up top. Barrett Jones puts it on the floor, driving through traffic, off the glass, good. That was a heck of a drive.
That was a sweet move. We had gone to a little 3-2 zone there, maybe to rest just a bit, and did not pick up Barrett Jones that time. Nice move.
She was weaving through traffic cones out there. 33-30 Clayton State, 3:12 left in the half. Erin Morrow between the circles. Ashley Johnson up top. Bria Walker at the head of the key. Bria gets it to Tots. Wayne puts it on the floor. 8 on the shot clock. Drives in. Puts a shot up. No good. Contact. No call. Clayton stayed with it. They throw a long pass to Hines. She flashes in the lane. Kicks it out to Jones Barrett on the wing. And Barrett, off of a pick, maintains the dribble. Gets it to Hines up top. Down toward the left corner, Tweety Hawkins. Hawkins drives to the baseline and steps on the baseline. Good defense.
Yeah, it was good defense. Bria moving her feet that time, and Tweety went a little bit too far that time, and turnover on Clayton.
And Michelle Mitchell is back in the game after going out after 6 minutes in the game with a cut over her left eye, and she's got a big bandage over her left eye, Mike.
And she is wearing number 10 now, something we have never seen. She's normally number 20, had to get a new jersey.
Had too much blood. They couldn't get the blood off that jersey. Maybe that was part of the delay, huh? And driving into the front court with the ball, Ashley Isuzu up top, trying to get it to Mitchell, and Barrett Jones stole it. Driving back the other way, all the way, off the glass, good. Coast to coast, Barrett after the steal.
And she is something else, really fast and just beat the defense back that time, and Barrett Jones, a really nice player for Clayton.
35-30. Tanisha Jones Barrett. Driving in, shot is up, no good. Isuzu followed, though, got it on the weak side and put it up and in.
That's it, Ashley. Go get your own miss. 6 rebounds for her now. Hadn't scored a lot, but doing a nice job on the boards here in the first half.
Clayton State by 3 with 1:43 left in a hectic first half. Head of the key, Barrett Jones. Bounce pass down low. Jumper outside of the lane is no good. Rebound. Mitchell fighting for it and got it. Here comes Michelle into the front court down the left side of the lane, and a charge.
You rarely see that happen to Michelle Mitchell. That's a credit to Clayton's quickness there to get to the spot to create the charge, and I really thought it was a good call.
Yeah, good call. You can tell that the defender was there, and Michelle lowered her shoulder a little bit.
Well, and the hard thing to do, Scott, is get there. Because Michelle is so quick, especially once the ball goes to the left hand. She usually gets to the basket, but a nice job by Clayton that time.
We can probably count on one hand the number of charges she's been called for all year.
You just don't see her ever do that.
Up top on the right side is Johnson. Johnson at the head of the key, and she throws a bad pass into our bench over there.
From time to time, as aggressive as Clayton is, they will get careless with the basketball, and an unforced error that time.
Well, with Michelle Mitchell sitting out much of the first half, CSU is down just by 3 with a minute to go in the half. Ashley Isuzu at the head of the key, drives into the lane, put the shot up short. Rebound, Lakers. They're going to run it. Covington into the front court. Covington kicks it to Johnson on the left wing. Up top is Price through her hands, but she recovers. 20 on the shot clock, 40 left in the first half. Pass into the paint. Off of the glass, no good. Rebound, Mitchell on the miss from Udofia. We throw a long pass to Gabby Williams. Her shot is up good, and she's fouled. Count the buckets.
Well, Michelle Mitchell with the look ahead that time. Put a nice touch on that pass, and Gabby ran right under it and was able to finish the play. And I'll tell you what, Scott, Gabby is playing a heck of a first half. 13 points for her now.
And remember, she bruised her knee in the practice yesterday and is having to wear a brace on that right knee. Free throw is good, and Gabby Williams ties the game with 28 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock is off. Lakers with the ball. Tweety Hawkins between the circles. Gives it to Covington up top. 14 seconds. Hawkins, pass through the hands. Turnover, 10 seconds. CSU can take the lead at the half. Mitchell with the ball, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. On the right arc, Michelle with 2 seconds. Fadeaway baseline jumper, good! At the buzzer, Michelle Mitchell. 37-35 CSU as we go to the half. Wow.
What a half of basketball. And as you mentioned early, we survived the first wave there, getting down 11-2, but we'll go to the half with the lead. And I don't know if you noticed there, Scott, Michelle with a little push off there, created a little space and a nice jumper to end the half. What a half of basketball.
37-35, CSU. We'll be back here at the Lumpkin Center at Herbert Green Court. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Looking for relaxing and comfortable.
Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
It was late August and I was going up the stairs to my bedroom. I stopped and I had to sit down on the stairs because my knee had this horrible twinge in it. Then when I put my arm down, I felt it in my elbow and I was like, man, what is going on with me? So we went to the doctor the next day, had a blood test, and then the next morning, my mom woke me up and said, hey, we gotta go to the hospital. We were there for about 7 hours, kept getting tests and retests and everything, pretty much ensuring diagnosis that they hoped wasn't gonna happen. The doctor came out with tears in her eyes and she said, you have leukemia, it's cancer of the blood, and for at least the next 6 months, your life is going to be flipped upside down. You will not be able to go to school, you can't go home, you have to immediately go to the hospital. After being diagnosed on August 27th of 2010 with leukemia, I went through 14 months of intensive chemotherapy and cranial brain radiation. I was diagnosed with a bone disease called avascular necrosis, typically known as AVN. I later had a bone decompression surgery on my left knee and left hip and a bilateral hip replacement at 20 years old. I went through countless months of rehabilitation and chemotherapy, had intrathecal drugs injected into my spine, drugs like prednisone, dexamethasone, daunorubicin, vincristine, and the list goes on. The one thing that I craved the most was normalcy. I just wanted to be treated normal, I wanted to do normal things, and for me, normal was baseball. People say, oh, well, you're now going to go to school and you're going to be a doctor, and or you're going to try to be a doctor, and all these good things have come out of it. Would you ever go back and would you say not to have cancer? Yeah, of course I would. I don't want, is the most horrible, worst thing that has ever happened to me, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Before every national anthem, I always took an extra second, an extra moment, and just kind of took it all in and reminding myself that tomorrow's never guaranteed and you're never guaranteed another game. So enjoy every second you get out here, every pitch that you get to throw. No matter what the outcome is, just be happy you're out here.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
Well, we've worked hard. Guys are getting ready, put a lot of time in. We've got a few hitters back, so our lineup isn't completely different. We've lost some really good players, obviously, but we've got some good ones coming back. The pitching staff is probably the biggest question mark because we've lost quite a few guys, and we got a lot of new pitchers. So if anywhere we show probably growing pains, it'll probably be in the pitching staff trying to figure out roles and how things are going to work. Both have starters and bullpen. So, I think we're going to be a solid defensive team, and if we throw strikes, and I think we'll be okay.
Team looks good. We've been practicing really hard. This team's work ethic is really good, and everybody's trying to get ready for this big game coming up this Friday. Really, I've just been trying to do all the little things, getting rest when I need to, icing and working out good. And then this is my last season, so obviously I want to go deep in the playoffs and hopefully a national championship. But really, it's just about doing the little things right day in and day out and trying to win every game to get there.
I think we're going to do great. We know we're excited about this weekend, and you know, we have a lot of newcomers, but we welcome them as a team. And they're our new brothers, and I'm very excited about this weekend. I want to win a ring. I want to go out with a bang. I've been working, you know, bigger, faster, stronger is my goal, and then coaches told me what I needed to work on, and I worked on it. And so I'm ready for the winter ring.
Yeah, last year I think we all just expected to go where we wanted to and just get back to the regional where we left off the season before. And it wasn't that simple. We figured out that we needed to put in more work than we did, and this year that kind of fires us up and makes us motivated to want to work harder and hopefully get back to the regional and then further.
It motivated us. It kind of put a fire in our bodies, and you know, it kind of hurt. You know, we weren't expecting it, but you know, it's kind of worked us to get bigger and faster, and you know, it really motivated us to work harder.
If we hit well and play good defense, that'll be the key. Pitching's going to be good as long as they're throwing strikes, and if we make the plays behind them in the field, we'll be good.
Just stay healthy, stretch, you know, work out in the weight room hard as you can, and you know, prepare yourself to win national championship.
Oh, this stadium's awesome. It's really nice to have a good place for the fans to come watch a game, and everybody just to be able to enjoy the atmosphere. It makes it feel like a big league atmosphere almost, and it's fun to go out with that kind of stadium.
Yes, it's awesome. It's a way to go out with a bang, you know, for the last season, get to see us new stadium, new scoreboard, everything. It's very awesome.
It's hard to tell, just because we have so many new guys. You know, we lost some power and speed off of last year's team, but I think offensively we'll be okay. We're just going to have to find ways to score. But I think if we pitch and play defense, you know, we can compete for the conference championship. And if we do that on a daily basis, it's kind of a, you know, it's a different year, and there's a lot of teams that are in the league that are going to have a lot of new faces. I think North Georgia and Armstrong probably bring back the most guys. You know, it's reflected in the preseason rankings where they're both at the top. And after that, it's just a lot of new teams. But you know, last year North Georgia was ranked 10th in the beginning of the year in the conference, and they ended up winning the conference. So, but our goals haven't changed. We want to win the conference. We want to go and get in a regional. We want to try and win a regional and get to a World Series and see if we can play for a national championship. I mean, that's why we're out here. That's why we're working hard. And that's what these guys came here to do.
You got to stay hydrated.
Always.
Always.
A regional university earning lots of national attention, Columbus State University now attracts students from every county in Georgia. And with more than $60 million worth of campus upgrades, record enrollment, phenomenal community support, and unprecedented opportunities for students, it's easy to see why. At Columbus State, it's about you, your future, your creativity, your success. See why more and more students are making Columbus State University their first choice.
Probably when I was about in junior year, my junior and senior year was mostly the time where coaches were like, this girl is solid gold. I work hard, I can run the floor, I can shoot, so everybody's like, this girl, work with her, so she'll be able to do a lot of good things for her.
Ashley Johnson came to my attention back in last fall. JD was out there, our track coach, came to me and said, hey, I have a young lady who's interested in transferring from Troy University. She wants to do basketball and track and field. She wanted to throw the shot and the discus and was interested in basketball. And then after researching and meeting her and her father and mother, found out she was, you know, an Atlanta native, played at Westlake High School, went to Valdosta State out of high school just for basketball. And so once I started researching, I'm like, this young lady might be able to play. So
I tore my ACL my sophomore year, and then it kind of put me back some within my athleticism and playing and everything like that. And then I had to get in the gym, and I had to work really hard to get back to the level that I'm at now. I had to lose some weight. I I had to work hard. I had to get my helmets back up, build my confidence again. And so now it's like, it's time to show everybody, Ashley Johnson is here. Let's go get it.
We had 3 or 4 post players that were going to vie for that position. We said you got to get in better shape where you can run up and down the court with us. You got to be able to rebound the basketball, obviously, and be a good post defender. And so she really worked hard on her conditioning in the offseason and came back in tip-top shape. And with just a kind of a refocus, if you will, on basketball, knowing that she could really be an impact player for our team.
And I want to be, a helping factor on my program. And I know in order to do that, I have to be the best me. So it takes sacrifices. So I have to sacrifice a lot of things in the summertime to be where I am now.
Ashley had been just real steady and consistent, rebounding the ball, scoring when we gave it to her in the post. So we said, let's look at this to give us a bigger lineup and a smoother rotation where we're playing 2 true posts, we're playing 3 guards.
It feels really good because it shows that all my hard work paid off and that, everything that I did wasn't in vain. So, I got healthy for myself, but also so I could be a helping factor on my program. And now that I'm here, I have no choice but to go and get it because it's like, this girl come out here, she's starting, what can she do? And I have to show everybody what I can do.
She's got a really high basketball IQ. She understands the game. She understands where to be, when to be there. She picks up all the offenses and defenses really well from the different positions, so she's a really smart young lady. Then she explodes for 31 and 18 and just carries our team in that game, and we're like, wow, if we could do this every night, we got a chance to be really good. And we knew, it was a matchup thing for us, but she played really well. She's excited. If we can keep her out of foul trouble, she's got a chance to go for a double-double just about every night.
Well, to be honest, I didn't even know. I remember being in the first quarter and I looked up and I was like, man, I got like 7 and 9. What's going on here? I got 9 and 7, And then I realized that, if I'm getting the ball, I have to put the ball in the hoop. And like I was telling the newspaper, Michelle was hurt and everybody's always depending on Michelle. She's the leading scorer. She's the All-American. But it's like we have other people on our team who can score points, who can get rebounds. And that was my night to show them. And I'm glad that, my teammates got me the ball and knew that I had the hot hand that night and were willing to sacrifice their scoring points so that I could get some buckets myself. Everybody gets their chance, and that was my night.
We want our team to be a big family, and we want to play hard, we want to work hard, we want to have success, but we also want them to enjoy their experience, and Ashley Johnson does that.
I like to go out there and I like to have fun. I'm not the type to be like, oh, it's a basketball game, let's be serious. It's like, no, we're playing basketball. Let's have fun. If we do something silly. We can laugh, we can giggle, and we can still get the job done,
Think of the NCAA as a spirit squad, cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
At WeLendColumbus.com. Interlink Mortgage Services, LLC, NMLS number 205696, Georgia Mortgage Lender License 42026. Interlink is an equal housing lender. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WDAK.
Lady Cougars up by 2 as we get ready to begin the second half here at Herbert Green Court at the Lumpkin Center. And Mike, we had an interesting conversation a moment ago with the officials about the first half of this game.
Yeah, we really did. One of the officials said it's the most intense game he's seen all year, Division I games included, and I think we both agree with that. And I have a question for you, Scott. Have you ever seen a team win a basketball game that had 30 turnovers?
Wow. I would have to say no off the top of my head.
And the reason I bring that up is at the half, Columbus State has 15 turnovers. Now, I would think we're going to have to bring that number down just a little bit, but it's that kind of game, though. So, of all the basketball you've watched, if anybody's seen it, you probably have.
I would have to. These days, I have a hard time remembering what I had for lunch yesterday, but I would say the answer would be no to 30 turnovers and win a game, even in women's basketball.
Well, the interesting part, we had 15 in the first half and we lead.
And with Michelle Mitchell just playing 9 minutes as well. All right, we're underway, and the Lakers have the ball going to the basket to your right. Tweety Hawkins at the head of the key. There's Jones Barrett. Reverses it on the right wing. Pass down. Shot is up. No good on the low block. Rebound, Michelle Mitchell. Benford missed it down on the block. Up top at the head of the key is Mitchell with a big bandage and a deep cut on her forehead in the first quarter. Brittany Tatum up top on the right side. Hands it to Mitch. Gabby Williams with a fabulous first half. Puts it on the floor. Drives down the right side of the lane. Puts it up. No. Long rebound of Zuzu. Off the glass. Yes.
Nice start for Ashley in the second half. A rebound and a bucket.
Bounce pass down low, not a bounds. Touch last by the Lakers.
Well, the second half is already starting much, much better than the first half. So we mentioned CSU was down 11-2 very early in this game.
All right, Azuzu trying to get it in, and she does to Gabby Williams. Tweety Hawkins is on her. Gabby into the front court. Gabby almost over and back. Gets it to Brittany Tatum to the left side of the lane. Off the glass. No. Azuzu with a rebound. Yes.
Well, another rebound and another basket for Ashley. So 8 rebounds for her now and 7 points.
And CSU is up 41-35. And a long pass on the weak side and a whistle and a foul on CSU.
Well, the fans don't like that, but that's a good call. And Brittany reached in that time and got Barrett Jones on the arm. Now the question I have is, are they saying she was shooting? I didn't see that.
Yeah, Benford will go to the line. I thought she was still coming down with the ball after going up to catch it. Free throw is good.
And 2 fouls now on Brittany, so we will keep an eye on that.
This is the premier game in the league tonight, and it's living up to its billing. Second free throw, rims out, no good. Rebound, Michelle Mitchell. We're at Georgia College on Saturday, 3:30 for the women, 5:30 or so for the men. Homecoming, ESPN games. It will be a great atmosphere. AJ up top between the circles. Bounce pass is stolen by Price up top. Price dribbling through everybody, off the glass, good. That is a heck of a play.
Well, a heck of an athletic play. She hung in the air for quite a while there and able to finish the play.
41-38 CSU. Gabby into the front court. Right in front of us, and they knock it into the back court. This official right in front of us says it was touched by Clayton State, and his call will remain.
Yeah, that's a really nice job by the official. The official right in front of the play made the call and said that Clayton State touched it, so a very good job of officiating there.
And Ashley Azuzu will get it in to Brittany Tatum in the backcourt. Clayton State has lost 2 in a row. CSU has won 2 in a row to get back to within 1. Azuzu, head of the key. Mitchell on the arc, left side up top. Puts it on the floor, drives to the free throw line, jumps, misses. Azuzu with a rebound off, no good. And she got her own miss and kicked it to Gabby Williams up top. Brittany Tatum, ball fake, drives into the lane. Shot is up, no good. And the rebound goes to Clayton State.
Had some good looks there. I have to finish those.
Tweety Hawkins into the front court. Behind the arc on the left side. Up top at the head of the key for three. Shot it long. She got her own miss. Put it up too hard. Loose on the floor. CSU comes away with it. Mitchell splits the defense into the front court. She's got Gabby on the wing. Pull-up jumper in the lane is short. Rebound goes to Clayton State's Jones Barrett. She drives back all the way. We cut the drive off. Tweety Hawkins, baseline jumper is no good. Backside rebound, Ashley Azuzu from behind, and then a whistle and a foul on Clayton State.
And Ashley Azuzu is just getting every single rebound on both ends. I mean, she is all of a sudden, I mean, she has to be in double figures in rebounds now.
And that is the third foul on Moore. And Azuzu has 11 rebounds. Get it in to Brittany Tatum. Tatum into the front court. They jumper. She throws it over on the wing to Michelle Mitchell. Mitch gives it back. You can tell by her body language that deep cut to the forehead is affecting her.
She is nowhere near 100% right now.
Ashley Johnson ahead of the key. Bounce pass to Mitchell. Left elbow backing down the defender. Scoops off the glass. No, she missed it, and the rebound goes to Clayton State. And they almost fumbled it away, but do not.
Great move by Michelle that time. Just could not get it to go.
Price into the front court. CSU up by 3. Clayton State with the ball. Up top at the head of the key is Jones Barrett. Get it down low. Low block. Missed the shot. Got her own rebound at Shaw. And then she threw it right to Gabby Williams on the wing.
And the game has slowed down just a bit here in the second half, which I'm sure CSU does not mind one bit.
Well, we wondered, could the Lakers keep that pace up of the first two quarters? Azuzu, right elbow. Mitchell, right corner, puts it on the floor. Azuzu, jumper in the key, good!
Why not? Man, she has just come out of the locker room here in the second half, scoring, rebounding.
And Clayton State is going to get a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, but it will turn into a full timeout. The first timeout of the second half. We'll take it. CSU up 43-38. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
In blind taste tests, consumers are asked to choose which cola taste they prefer.
I usually drink Coke, but the Pepsi was way better than Coke. You can tell the difference.
I was a little bit surprised. The Pepsi sweeter.
Pepsi is right on the money.
Nationwide, more people prefer the taste of Pepsi versus Coke where they have a preference.
I'm a Coke drinker, and I took the Pepsi challenge, and I like Pepsi. I'll give Pepsi a shot now.
Let your taste decide. Pepsi, a Southern original.
Now's the time to get your CSU basketball season tickets. The Cougars and Lady Cougars have another exciting home schedule, and you'll want to be at the Lumpkin Center to see all the action. Season ticket holders will get a seat in a prime location in one of the best college basketball arenas in the country. For more information on how you can get season tickets, call Jimbo Davis in the CSU Athletics Department at 706-568-2204.
Ashley Azuzu has all 6 points here in the second half for CSU. She has been solid as a rock.
All right, head of the key, Lakers with the ball after getting the timeout. Up top is Price. Gets it to Shaw in the lane. Turnaround jumper is good.
Yeah, able to get the ball into the middle of that zone that time, and an easy shot.
43-40, and that was, I beg your pardon, Udofia with it. We get the long pass back to Ashley Johnson, and she lays it up and in.
Yeah, you beat that first wave, you're going to get layups. Nice job by Ashley, and a good look ahead by Aaron Cochran.
And it is 45-40, Columbus State, 4:56 to play here in the third quarter. Jones Barrett to Johnson. Up top, Benford. She throws a bad pass. It's loose on the floor. It rolls to Ashley Johnson, and she gets it to Gabby Williams. Gabby into the front court. Brittany Tatum spins on the baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds. and by Clayton State, and that'll get us a media timeout with 4:35 to play here in the third quarter. With the Lady Cougars up 45-40. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Rock the vote.
With iHeartRadio.
It doesn't matter what side you're on. Voting is the party. But you can't get into the party without being on the list. So register to vote now, and you can help make history in 2016.
Your voice, your vote makes a difference.
Remember, voting is the party. Find out how to register to vote now. Go to iHeartRadio.com/rockthevote.
A regional university earning lots of national attention, Columbus State University now attracts students from every county in Georgia.
Johnny Norton spent more time having a chat with the officials than he did with his team, and you normally don't see that with Johnny.
He only went to his bench with 15 seconds left in that timeout. And CSU got a little confused about whose ball it was. I knew it was our ball, but that we were acting like we were on defense. And so Brittany Tatum gets back. Gets it on the baseline to Ashley Johnson. Off the glass, good.
How about that move? Nice left hand by Ashley. Yeah, a nice 7-point lead here.
That might have been part of the play. Confuse them to begin with.
It worked.
47-40. Columbus State 4:19 left in the third quarter. Jones Barrett driving in. Shot is up, no good on the baseline, but they get a backside rebound and toss it back up. Tweety Hawkins, with one of the great names in the league, gets it up top to Johnson. Johnson to Barrett Jones. A long two, no. And they get a rebound and a foul on the way back up, and will shoot two.
There was one on the shot clock when Barrett Jones let that go, and she was awfully fortunate that that ball hit the rim that time.
I mean, it barely grazed it, didn't it?
It did. It was very, very close.
Foul was on Ashley Azuzu. That's our second in this quarter. Johnson goes to the line. Free throw is good. And it's 47-41 Columbus State.
And on a make here, we have to be ready for the pressure.
Back and good. And it's 47-42. The pace has not nearly been as frantic as the first two quarters. You almost wondered, do they back it off in the third to rest and bring it back in the fourth?
Well, let's hope not.
They double us down in the corner. We get it to Azuzu, back to Tatum, to Cochran into the front court, to Mitchell. Mitchell drives into the paint, pull-up jumper, good.
Well, once again, really struggled with the first wave of the pressure. You beat it, you get easy baskets, and Michelle got herself one right there. Very nice.
49-42 CSU. Tweety Hawkins behind the arc on the right side. Up top, Jones Barrett twisting, spinning, shooting, missing. They get a rebound, though, and miss the putback. Benford does. Mitchell got that rebound, and she will give it up to Brittany Tatum. Into the front court. Tatum on the left arc. Tatum up top to Ashley Johnson. Mitchell way up top, right side. Gives it to Azuzu, mid-post, puts it on the floor. Fade away in the paint. Somebody got a hand on it. AJ got it and stuck it up and in.
That's a great job by Ashley Johnson, following the path of that basketball and cleaning it up.
51-42, Columbus State. Pass down low to Benford. She missed another one on the block because Azuzu bothered her. Rebound Mitchell. Outlet Brittany Tatum all the way. Missed the layup. with the defender on her shoulder. Rebound Lakers. Jones-Barrett back the other way. Put it up, no good. Rebound goes to Ashley Johnson. And Erin Cochran spins out of some trouble. She's still in the back court. Picked up the dribble, needs some help. Gives it to Mitchell. Michelle into the front court. Gives it back to Erin. 2:09 left in the third quarter. 51-42 Columbus State. Up top on the right side. Azuzu sets a screen. Cochran goes the other way. Three, in and out, no good. But there is Azuzu again to clean it up.
Well, how did that ball not go in? I mean, that ball touched every inch of the rim. Ashley Azuzu cleans it up, and Clayton wants time.
Clayton's got to get another timeout. Let's see if it's a full or a 30. It's a 30. We'll hold it right here at courtside.
And Scott, one thing that we've talked about here in the third quarter, how much the pace has seemed to slow down. And I give Johnny a lot of credit. We've gone to a 3-2 zone, and what that forces Clayton to do, it forces him to toss the ball around a little bit. And that has really slowed the game down. And on the other side of that, we've done a great job against their, the pressure. And they look like they are starting to. The tank's running a little low. They came out like a house of fire, but they have slowed down a lot here in the second half.
Well, that pace in the first two quarters, if they were able to keep that up, you just tip your hat to them. And I don't think it was humanly possible to keep that up.
They were going so fast, but I think that 3-2 zone, it just slows everything down, and we've done a pretty good job rebounding out of the zone as well.
Now, all of a sudden, when he went to that zone, all of a sudden we're not playing Clayton State's game anymore.
They're playing our game. And at the pace we want to play, and we have an 11-point lead.
Well, Johnny is still talking to the official over there a long time, even delaying the start of this possession here coming out of the timeout.
And he's really into this one. Yeah. We don't see that a lot from Johnny, but he's into this game tonight.
Covington gets it up top to Johnson. Johnson to Price at the head of the key. Price gets it, jumper in the lane is good for Moore.
Well, coming out of that timeout, they ran a nice play against that zone.
53-44, and Aaron Moore almost threw it away, but not quite. Mitchell runs it down. Lakers, by the way, are down to one timeout remaining. If you're wondering about that, that could be important. Mitchell on the left arc. Mitchell with 1:13 left in the third quarter. CSU up by 9. Erin Cochran up top. Gives it to Erin Morrow in the paint. Her shot is up and no good. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Clayton State.
We've seen a lot of contact around the basket on both ends, and the refs are letting them play in the post area in this game.
That might be part of what Johnny's been talking about. We get it inside to Mitchell, off the glass, good.
Well, that was easy. And just Michelle's 8th point of the night.
Playing after she got a deep cut over her, on her forehead in the first quarter. Played only 6 minutes in the first half. Erin Cochran reaches in and ties up Denard at the head of the key, and the possession arrow belongs to CSU.
Well, Clayton getting a little taste of their own medicine there. He got a little careless with the ball, and Erin Cochran doing a nice job tying the player up.
Get the ball into Cochran to Mitchell. Mitchell drives, kicks it to Gabby Williams. She drives and kicks it to Cochran for 3. Short, long rebound. Erin following her miss. Battling on the floor is Alexis Wood. She kept it alive. No, that's Christian Carter. Kept it alive. Kick it out on the wing to Mitchell, and we'll set it up again with 18 seconds.
Well, a wild scramble.
Williams, an open 3. No. Backside rebound, Lakers. Johnson into the front court with 9 seconds left in the quarter. They kick it in a long 2. Good. 55-46. And with 1 second, and there's the buzzer to end the third quarter. A good quarter for Columbus State, leading Clayton State 55-46 as we go to the fourth. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
That quarter, yet won the quarter 18-11, and this is where Johnny just has to ask his ladies to dig down deep and give him 10 more good minutes.
All right, Price into the front court. Price gets it at the head of the key to Denard. Denard picks up the dribble, and we knock the ball away. It's loose. Mitchell comes up with it. Michelle ahead of the field. Layup good.
That's all Michelle Mitchell. She made the steal, took it all the way, and laid it in.
And we've got an 11-point lead now, and 9:37 to play in the game. Clayton driving in. Johnson put the shot up, no good. She got her own rebound, deflected long, gets it back out. Denard for three, drained it.
That's her second make from distance. She hit one at the end of the quarter. That was a 2 that time. A 3, lead down to 8.
Brittany Tatum, backcourt. Gets it to Mitch, back to Brittany, and into the front court. Mitchell up top on the right side. And the ball is knocked away by Johnson. Turnover. Johnson has Tatum back. Johnson lays it up and in.
Well, that hurt. Looked like Brittany might have just dribbled that ball off her foot that time, and Ashley needs help here.
Azuzu running the baseline, getting it into Walker. Back to Azuzu. 57-51, Columbus State. Mitchell driving in. Pass down to Ashley Johnson. Missed it, got it back, missed it again. Rebound Lakers. Price into the front court. Price on the right arc. Picks up the dribble, gets it up high. Denard behind the arc on the left side. Johnson, a baseline drive, blew the layup. Ashley Azuzu with a rebound. And she puts it on the floor to try to get out of there and gives it to Mitchell to Tatum. Tatum into the front court. Boy, Azuzu, what a game she's having.
Yeah, 13 rebounds now. Boy, that was a big, big miss from Clayton right there.
They missed the layup. Contested, but missed it nonetheless. Walker at the head of the key. Bria to AJ, free throw line. AJ kicks it on the wing. Tatum for three. Good!
And the one that rattled out for Aaron Cochran, a few minutes ago, that one rattled in. Touched every inch of the rim, and a huge shot from Brittany Tatum.
60-51. It went around the inside of the rim twice and dropped in. Cougars back up by 9. 7:47 to play. No way to describe it other than a heavyweight fight here tonight. Down on the baseline, a short corner jumper is no good. She followed and got her own miss. Covington put it up, no. Rebound deflected to Denard, and they'll get a third opportunity.
And somebody other than Ashley Azuzu has to go get a rebound.
Price at the head of the key. Price behind the arc on the left side. Reverses it to Denard. Baseline jumper, short. Rebound, Brittany Tatum, and she's fouled from behind on the rebound.
Good job by Brittany going and getting a rebound. And Ashley Johnson, she looks like she's a little bit winded out there, Scott. She had a chance to grab a rebound, and you can certainly understand why she would be winded in a game like this.
I'm winded sitting over here.
I'm telling you, this has been an interesting game to watch and a fun game to call.
It has been entertaining. Now let's finish it off. We get it into Gabby Williams into the front court. Baseline drive, Tatum. Gabby Williams driving, kicks it back to Brittany for three. In and out this time. But Azuzu is there with another rebound. She gets it to Mitchell off the glass. Good.
I'll tell you what, Scott, Ashley Azuzu has just been amazing. She has been everywhere. A huge offensive rebound. Got it to Mitch for an easy one.
62-51 Columbus State. Price puts it on the floor against Mitchell. Picks it up. In the corner for three, in and out, no good. They got a rebound, back up, no, but a foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Moore got the rebound on the miss from the corner from Jones Barrett.
It's one of the few times tonight that Ashley Azuzu has not been in the right position. Moore did a really good job getting position that time, and a nice rebound, and she'll get a couple free throws here.
And she'll go to the line.
They're working on Michelle right now.
The free throw is good.
It looks like maybe they're just cleaning that bandage up, and you wonder the extent of that cut, Scott. She was out for such a long time. I tell you what, you have to give her a lot of credit. She showed a lot of heart coming back into this game and playing.
Assistant coach Shatil Bradford at halftime says she's probably going to need stitches. It's that deep. The free throw is good.
You know, we said it just took so long for her to come out. You would think it's really bad.
62-53. The pass goes right through the hands of Brittany Tatum, and Clayton State comes up with it, and Brittany reaches in and fouls.
And that's the one thing that scares you about playing Clayton State. You have a 9-point lead, and in a game like this, a lead like that can disappear in a hurry.
Jones-Barrett behind the arc on the left side, puts it on the floor, kicks it back. Covington will take a three and miss it. Rebound Ashley Azuzu. When you're having a great rebounding night, things happen.
Yeah, they bounce right to
It bounced right to her on the wing. She's got 15 now. All right, Mitchell. Mitchell's really affected by that gash on the forehead. You can tell she just has very little energy or body language. But she's got the ball driving in from the wing. Jumper outside the lane, good, but that's why she's Michelle Mitchell.
Exactly. I was going to say that's an All-American for you right there.
64-53. CSU with 5:47 to go. Barrett Jones driving off the glass, good. Man, she has really got some moves.
Very quick, and she sliced right through that zone that time. A very nice move.
64-55. Kanisha Jones-Barrett. Gabby Williams head of the key, and Brittany Tatum down the middle of the lane that parted like the Red Sea, and she lays it up and in. 66-55. Price for three, in and out, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, rolling out of bounds. Touched last by the Lakers.
We dodged one there, ball going in and out. The ball rolled out of bounds off a Clayton player's foot, and they're coming back with the pressure here.
5:12 to play in the game. CSU up by 11. We get it into Gabby, and she runs it into the front court with no problem this time, and gets it to Michelle Mitchell. Brittany Tatum up top on the right side. Brittany between the circles. 13 on the shot clock. Mitchell head of the key. Michelle puts it on the floor down the left side of the lane. A runner in the lane, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Azuzu.
Well, another rebound for Azuzu, and we'll eat some more clock right here.
4:36 to play, 66-55. First place and a 26-game home winning streak on the line here. CSU would break their own conference record with a win. Gabby Williams, right elbow. AJ, free throw line jumper blocked, but Gabby gets it in the paint, gets it back to Michelle, and a shot by Tatum is blocked into the hands of Clayton State, flying back the other way, missing the layup. She got it back, though, and put it up and scored.
Well, missed the easy layup, but she stayed with the play that time, and that cuts the lead to 9.
And we get it into Gabby Williams. Jones-Barrett with 10 points now. 3:51 to go. Azuzu into the front court, picks it up, needs some help, in trouble, and gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell inside of the arc, right elbow jumper, no good. Rebound Lakers, and then Ashley Johnson knocked it out of bounds. And that'll get us our final media timeout. 3:38 to play. CSU 66, Clayton State 57. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540. Zuzu up top, Brittany Tatum, 9 seconds on the shot clock, 1:08 in the game. There is Tatum, 5 on the shot clock. Tatum drives to the baseline, 3 on the shot clock. Off the glass, good! And timeout, Columbus State. Wow!
I'm not sure that's how they drew it up, but it turns out to be a perfect possession for CSU. Run the clock all the way down and get a layup. 10-point lead for CSU.
All right, we'll just keep it right here at courtside as 58.5 seconds to go and a 72-62 lead.
And I really think the difference here in the second half, Johnny slowed the game down with that 3-2 zone. And I'll tell you what I've been impressed with. The offensive execution down the stretch has been fantastic. You have an All-American, you put her down there on the post, you tell your players, get the ball to Michelle, and they've done a really good job of it. She's finished playing.
Again, sometimes it simply gets down to we have Michelle Mitchell and you don't.
Absolutely. And the last 26 times we've played on this court, it's been good enough. And we are 58.5 seconds away from going to 27 straight home wins. And as you said, Scott, we have Michelle Mitchell and they don't. And she has had a whole lot to do with that winning streak.
The 26-game streak that was set in 99 through 01 and that we've tied, Johnny was a part of that. He was Coach Jay Sparks' top assistant coach, and Jay's in the building tonight over there sitting next to his mom, and now he's involved as the head coach. How about that?
Right. It's really something, and it's good. Nobody's rooting harder for Johnny than Jay Sparks.
Bounce pass, Michelle Mitchell knocked it away. It's loose on the floor. They pick it up. Price driving to the baseline and a blocking foul on Ashley Johnson with 42.9 seconds. That's just our third foul, though.
We've mentioned a few times, not a lot of fouls here in this game.
And on the baseline, they get it into the paint, and we reach in and tie them up, and the arrow belongs to the Lakers, so they maintain the possession.
Tried to sneak one of their post players under the basket that time. CSU did a nice job getting a hand on that ball.
And on the baseline, Johnson will try to get it in as Ashley Johnson does a little good housekeeping, wiping up the sweat in the lane there. All right. 40 seconds. CSU has a 10-point lead. Clayton State has the ball. Get it in. Short corner jumper is good. 72-64 CSU. 37 seconds. Full court pressure, of course. We get it into Brittany Tatum in the corner. They double her. Get it to Zuzu. They foul her in the back court before she could toss it ahead where it was a 2-on-2 situation.
And Ashley Johnson might have had a chance to take that ball all the way to the basket, but a good smart foul that time by Clayton State.
And Ashley Zuzu will go to the line to shoot 2.
She is 21 of 28 on the year for 75%, so a good free throw shooter.
And 1 for 2 at the line tonight, but she misses that one.
And she has done a little bit of everything tonight. I mean, she has just been fantastic. She's rebounded the ball, scored when we needed her to.
11 points and 16 rebounds, make it 12 points as she made that one. 73-64, Columbus State, 29 seconds. Clayton State with the ball. Then they're driving into the paint. We reach in and tie them up again, and this time the arrow belongs to Columbus State.
That's just good defense. Just moving your feet, getting your hands in, and creating a jump ball, and CSU will have it.
And a timeout called by the Lakers, 30 seconds, so we'll hold it right here. Well, the Lakers jumped out, Mike, to an 11-2 lead, and it was a blitzkrieg. They were all over the place. CSU answered that initial punch by scoring 7 in a row to get back in the game after a timeout. And really, since that point, CSU has controlled it.
Has been the better team,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
And you and I, when Johnny called that time, you and I looked at each other and we're like, if this continues, we're going to have some serious problems. But I think Johnny made some really good in-game adjustments, and I think we've been better since we caught up, you know, and caught them, and we've been the better team, I think.
Michelle only played 6 minutes of the second half with that deep cut on her forehead. The first half, I beg your pardon. She's got the ball into Ashley Johnson in the front court. Gets it to Gabby Williams, and she wisely pulls it out. The Lady Cougars are going to win this thing. 10 seconds to go. Brittany Tatum is going to dribble it out. 27 wins in a row at home, a new Peach Belt Conference record, and oh, by the way, Columbus State is now tied with Clayton State for first place in the West.
Well, it took us a while, but we finally caught them, and there is 6 games to go and 1 left at their place, but a big, big win for the Lady Cougars, and this, to me, Scott, was a team win. When you play a good team like Clayton, everybody has to show up. We got good bench production from Aaron Cochran. Ashley Azuzu was unbelievable. And Michelle Mitchell, after coming back into the game, was her usual self. So just an outstanding win.
And we'll talk to Mike for the men's game, and we'll come back and talk with Coach Norton. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking. Simple to load and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. Instant vision of Synovus Bank.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WDAK.
Scott Miller back at Herbert Green Court at the Lumpkin Center, and Coach Jonathan Norton has joined us on the postgame show. Well, it started as a basketball game. It turned into a heavyweight championship fight, and the Lady Cougars come out on top 73-64. Wow.
What a game, and just couldn't be more proud of my team. Golly, to show that fight, to get down early. Mitch gets knocked out with a bloody eye. Then Gabby goes down with a hurt shoulder, and then we respond and fight back to get in it, and just did a monumental job defensively. The zone worked. We stayed in it the entire 20 minutes of the second half. Ended up out-rebounding them. Only turned it over 3 times in the second half. Just really proud of our girls, because we had some things go our wrong. You know, they sped us up in the first half. We looked like a hot mess, and but we got it back together, and they kept fighting, and just great win.
When you went to that 3-2 zone, it was a different ball game.
It was. And again, give the players credit, because we've tried to work on it a little bit more lately, because we knew we were going to need it at some point. And but I wasn't comfortable. I was still scared to go to it. But they did a nice job rotating out of it and rebounding out of it for the most part. And but we did a good job of going to the offensive boards too, and getting 18 offensive rebounds was huge.
Well, we started the game not knowing how Gabby Williams would be able to play, because she injured her knee in practice yesterday. She was playing with a brace, and I watched her in all of the warm-ups, and she was moving very slowly, very gingerly. Well, she answered the question right away, came out of the chute firing on all cylinders, and she had 14 points tonight.
She did, and really did a nice job once she came back in after hurting her shoulder of settling us down. We adjusted what we were doing against their pressure, and we were throwing it in, trying to get it into our point guard, using our 5 as a screener. We made the adjustment to throw it into our 3, cut our 1 to the point, our point guard to the middle. But many times it ended up, Gabby's our 3. She ended up bringing it up the court and handling the pressure, getting us into a half-court set. Then we felt pretty good about our chances. So she just did a great job, shot the ball at a high percentage, didn't turn it over, got 3 steals. But, Ashley Azuzu was a monster on the boards.
She was a machine.
And again, she turned it over in the first half, got sped up, but did not have a turnover in the second half. I just thought she was unbelievable for us.
She had 12 points and 16 rebounds, and she was really a force there to kind of settle us down when they would miss. She was there to get those rebounds and keep it going. And then what can you say about Michelle Mitchell? She played 6 minutes in the first half, the deep cut on her forehead. And she was in that training room a long time before coming back out.
And I was feared that it might have been a concussion or something like that. They were just trying to get the bleeding to stop. And again, she comes out and gets 18 and 8 and made some big ones in the fourth quarter, driving, being tough with contact. And as you know, I don't like all the contact they're allowing. But, our starters were great. I thought Bria came in, hit a big 3. Did exactly what we asked her. I thought AJ getting 9 and 7 was huge. Aaron Cochran comes off the bench and gives us 8. So, I couldn't be more proud of our team. I challenged them this week. It's not just for first place. We're protecting our home court, and we're trying to accomplish something that no one else has done. And you want to be remembered for doing something special. And they've done that. Now the challenge will be, let's not be finished yet.
All right, before we talk about that point tonight, let's do the Pepsi Player of the Game.
I'd like to give it to Ashley Azuzu. 16 boards against those post players. Shot a high percentage, bounced back after turning it over a little bit in the first half and didn't have one in the second. I just thought she was a catalyst for us.
Ashley Azuzu, the junior out of Dothan, the Pepsi Player of the Game. 27 home wins in a row, breaking our own Peach Belt record set in 99 through 01 when you were an assistant coach with Coach Jay Sparks, who is in the building tonight to watch this.
Awesome.
What does that mean?
That means a lot. It got a little hectic over there. I was hitting my button on my monitor quite a bit, and so it's I've been a part of all those wins, and a small part because we've had some really, really good players, and they deserve all the credit. And Coach Sparks would tell you the same thing. And it's just a great feeling to do it on your home court in front of this crowd. I thought we had a tremendous crowd, and they deserve to see a winning team, and they've got 2 good ones in our women's team and our men's team.
The atmosphere is just phenomenal here tonight. But 27 in a row at home it's just that's like a fantasy number.
It is. You never set out to do anything like that, Scott. You say win at home, you take care of business at home, but you never say how many can we win in a row. We just go out next game, take care of business, protect our house, and these ladies have bought into it, and they're doing it at a high level.
Well, we've moved into a first-place tie, and now, as a reward, we get to go on the road Saturday at Georgia College, homecoming, ESPN. The place will be packed, and it will be quite an atmosphere.
Absolutely. The place will have 3,000 screaming fans, and it's a tough place to play. Coach Smith does a great job. We beat them here, but it was a hard-fought game. I expect nothing but the same when we go to their place. So we probably won't do much tomorrow. We're going to have to watch film and kind of get dialed in on Georgia College. But we got to get healthy for sure. And then we got to be ready to go take this show on the road.
I'm exhausted. I still have work to do. All I did was just sit over here and talk.
But I know you did more than just talk. I'm sure you got a little excited a few times, as we all did, and we appreciate you, Scott, and just thank all the listeners from out there, and hopefully they'll come out and see us when we come back home in a week or a half.
All right, thanks, Johnny. Coach Jonathan Norton, the Lady Cougars, a great night, setting a new Peach Belt Conference record and moving into first place. All right, we're going to throw it back to our studio now, and we'll be back somewhere in the 15-minute range, probably maybe a little less than that, so stay tuned for the men's game. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.